What a hard-fought game, and not always clean and pretty, but that's sometimes how it gets to when you get down to this point and you're trying to make that breakthrough, as this team's trying to do. And these two guys here were a big part of it. I thought Eric pitched outstanding for us, and we didn't support him always with some defense. Otherwise, he would have had a little bit easier time of it. And then we turned it over to Jack Little, who's now the career saves leader at Stanford University, and it was just a great effort by our team and by our pitching staff, and our coaches did a great job all day long. 2 games, our team was prepared and energized by the challenge, and then we're going to come do it again tomorrow night.
Coach, you mentioned it was a bit messy and sometimes odd game. Do you think the scoreboard accurately reflects what Miller did tonight?
No, I really don't. And I thought he pitched just outstanding and against a really tough lineup. But we talk about it. Sometimes when you play games at this level, it sometimes creates pressure, and you make mistakes that you wouldn't normally make. But it only takes a game at this high level that could create that. And our kids are learning how to be comfortable in that. Environment and atmosphere, and so hopefully they're growing from it and will be comfortable the more and more they do it.
Last 2 years, this has been the game that you guys have ended your season on. What does it mean to get over the hump, and how much confidence does that kind of give you going into tomorrow?
Well, and that's, I'm so proud of Eric. He's pitched this game for us the last 3 years, and he came out with just one of his best efforts of the year. Again, against a really good lineup, and kept us in the ball game and did all he could for us, and handed it off to Zach Gretsch, who handed it off to Jack Little, and great win for us.
Eric, on that, it's a little bit bonkers that this is 3 straight years of this particular game. How would you describe how a lot of the work you've done has led to tonight?
Yeah, I think this is a pretty good culmination of all the work I put in this past year. In the off season over the summer, going the fall into this year. I think. This game has a lot of meaning to me. I've lost it the last 2 years, so I had a little bit of personal vendetta going into this. I simply told myself that I wasn't going to allow us to lose this game, and it wasn't going to be on my watch. That's kind of mindset I had going into it, and I think the way that I pitched kind of reflect a culmination of, like I said, of all the stuff that I've gone through this year, and the kind of mature, the way I've just grown overall. So.
Jack, how does it feel to be the career save leader? It was only a 9-out save, so are you going to accept that and take that? No, you feel pretty good about that?
Yeah. Of course, it's awesome, but more importantly, just really excited for us to pick up the win tonight. That's obviously huge. Keep our season going, and push it to that Monday game.
Speaking of Monday, Jack, is there any way that if we were needed, we would not go out?
Oh, I'm definitely ready to go. Yeah, you can count on that.
Speaking of which, who's starting tomorrow?
I have no idea.
Come on.
We're going to piece it together somehow, but somehow those Stanford legends are made for games like this, when someone's got to come up with a big performance, and hopefully can get us to the same spot and get it to Jack Little in the later innings and give us a chance to win.
There's a lot of talk about how to piece together pitching, but how much of this really comes down to just which lineup is going to take over?
Yeah, I think at this stage, when you get to this last game, that if necessary game, right, it's all hands on deck. You're going to could turn it over to a few guys, but it usually will come down to maybe one performance from one side or the other that's going to make the difference. And we've talked about it all year long, that it's about having pitching and defense and a different hero every night, and so we're going to look for that next hero tomorrow night.
Yesterday you talked about maybe being the MVP in your dugout and to go on. Is there anyone you think that can step into that role?
Well, at the end of tomorrow we'll know. So we're still seeking him out. We've had a lot of guys like Eric and Jack who have performances that put us in position to find that individual who's going to step up and be that next hero.
How valuable was it to answer when they hit the home run to tie the game, to answer it immediately?
Yeah, I think that was big for us, because when you give a punch and then you take one and you don't want to get knocked down and stay down. I think you gotta show that you're in this thing to win. And that's kind of the character of our team. They just they aren't going to give up. You know, they're not going to. It means too much to them. They put too much hard work into it. I mean, I told them all year long. I think I said that you're tougher than people give you credit for. We probably don't expect Stanford kids to be as tough as they are, but they've got a toughness in their character that's unusual. So I'm really proud of them.
Kind of a game of inches, especially with Stowers. I mean, he had a home run robbed, and then he had the trap, and Kinnaman had twice like this, getting thrown out because it could have been. We could have had more breathing room.
Yeah, we left a lot out there. You know, we got thrown out at home plate on a wild pitch. We had a home run taken up over the fence. We had runners at second and third and an out and didn't score. And it was one of those games that you knew that it was just going to be really difficult to separate. We were going to have to earn every bit of it. It wasn't going to be easy, but we talk about that all the time. You can't expect these things to be easy. So we need them to embrace that it's going to be really hard to have those breakthrough wins and get to that next level.